Flo Oxley here at the Ladybird. Also, our farmer, Eddie Garcia, who is actually a soil conservationist with the Natural Resources Conservation Service. As well, you've all met Chelsea Corcoran-Quatt with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and with us is Dr. David Colhavy, aka Dr. Bug, and he's with Stephen F. Austin State University, our forest entomologist there. Now, we have a question from the students from different schools, so let's go with the first one. This one is for Flo.
Okay.
And this is from Mrs. Teeple's class in Lexington Park, Maryland. Question is, do hummingbirds only pollinate flowers, or do they pollinate fruits and vegetables too?
They only pollinate flowers. Now, here's the deal. Once pollination occurs, and if you get fertilization, then you're going to get fruits and vegetables. The whole idea is to transfer pollen from one flower to another so that you can make offspring. And actually, fruits are offspring. Those are the babies.
Excellent. Thank you, Flo. And our next question. Come on in, Angel. Let me see what you got there. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate it. And our next question is for Chelsea. And this is from Squires Elementary in Lexington, Kentucky. Chelsea, can humans pollinate?
Absolutely, Timberly. Humans can pollinate. In fact, it's been happening more and more often now. I can give you an example. In China, the native pollinators have decreased because of some pesticide use in that area. So they've actually hired people to take literally paintbrushes, and go flower to flower and pollinate. And actually, this is happening at a pear orchard.
That sounds like a lot of hard work, and so it sounds like we need our pollinators even more.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Chelsea. Next question, please. Here we come. All right. Thank you, Jacob and the bee. And this question is for Dr. Bug. This is from Ashley Messner from Salado, Texas, and she would like to know, does honey only come from bees?
Well, that's a really good question. Let's talk about our source of honey. Our domestic bees, which have most of the honey that we produce, are our big producers, and that's where we get most of our honey that we do commercially. There are some other specialized bees that produce honey, but not in a large amount, not in the large quantities that we need. So really, we're really dependent on our domestic bee population. We really need to take care of them. Would you like to help with that, Eddie?
Definitely, the domestic bee population is very important because our producers, our cropland producers, corn and so forth, is dependent on pollinators, and the pollinator population has dwindled somewhat throughout the years because of chemicals and so forth.
Thank you, Dr. Bug and Eddie. And this one's actually for Eddie, and this is from Mr. Hardy and Mrs. DeGenero's class at Wolf Creek School in Oregon. Are flies pollinators?
There are some flies that are pollinators, and earlier you heard me speak about the midges and the coca plant trees that are very important in the tropical ecosystem. So there are some flies that help pollinate fruits and vegetables.
Thank you, Eddie. Next question, please. Thank you so much, Brenda. And this next one is for Dr. Bug again. It's from SJS in McPherson, Kansas. Is it true that in a place in Norway, they store samples of seeds in case bees stop pollinating?
That's a really good question. That is true. We're taking every type of seed in the world and putting it into cold storage, and not just for bees, but it's just for the world population of all our plants to keep them safe for the future. And it's a really neat solution.
It is very important. And next question, please. Thank you, Angel. All right. And this one is for Flo from Chattanooga Girls Leadership Academy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If plants have female and male parts, why aren't some plants called male and female plants?
Well, actually, they are. Some plants have just male flowers, that is flowers that just have stamen. Other plants and have a separate plant in which the female parts, the pistils, are on that plant. So you do have separate male and female plants.
Thank you, Flo, and thanks to all of you. And thanks out there for all of your great questions. But